welcome to Dad's Kitchen. I'm Angelina Fuentes. This is the first ever video made, and now I'm presenting my dad.
Thank you guys, thank you. Welcome to Dad's Kitchen. This channel is dedicated for those fathers that are, non-custodial parents and that they have their kids around every other weekend, and kids that like to eat. So instead of spending a lot of money, today we're gonna make pizza dough. We're gonna make pizza and we're gonna do it from scratch, guys. Okay, so my name is Frank, and what I'm going to do here, and if you look over here, we're gonna see the ingredients. So is that the ingredients? Today we're gonna use very simple for the pizza dough. We're gonna use 3/4 cups of warm water. Okay, we're also gonna use 1 envelope of active yeast. And where's the active yeast? What happened to the active yeast? Okay, so this is the one that we're gonna use. Okay, then we're gonna use 2 cups of all-purpose flour and 1 teaspoon of sugar and 3 teaspoons of salt and 3 tablespoons of oil. Okay, so what I want you guys to do, so just make sure that you have simple ingredients. You don't need to do anything. Put that over there. Check the. Okay.
No. You didn't read it.
Okay. So this is what we're gonna do. First part of the pizza, we're gonna do the pizza dough. A lot of people like to use the pizza dough that is already made. That's very convenient, but in reality, I don't like the taste of the pizza dough. Okay. So what I like to do is to make my own dough. My experience in the pizza industry, I used to work for a great place. No, put it with her. Okay. A great place called Extreme Pizza. That's what I learned, and I'm gonna give a shout out to them. Extreme Pizza here in El Paso, to Dorian, to Liz, to Angel, to Becky, to all those people that really taught me how to do this now or anything like that. Okay, so with that in mind, let's get started. The very first thing we're gonna grab 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Very simple. I'm gonna put 6 because this is 1/3. Okay, so I'm gonna put 1 cup. I'll put another cup of flour, and I'm gonna be very generous on this. Okay. What I mean generous, well, don't worry, that how much you put, make sure that it's around it. You don't have to go all crazy. Okay. The second part is very important, is that we need to do 3/4 cups of warm water. Okay. This has to be very neat. It has to be between 105 and 115. So I did put warm water. I'm going to put 1 cup, because I'm going to use all, and I'm going to make sure that it's 115, 105 around it. So I'm just going to make sure. I don't know if you guys can see this. Can you see it? Okay. Check. So right now it tells me it's 115. So that's how we want to do it. Why we want to do the 115 is because we're going to put yeast, and the yeast that we're going to use is the active yeast, and we're going to use 1 package, and we're going to dissolve it. Okay. Now I'm going to put it in there, and I'm going to let it drop, and with my magic little mixer, I'm just going to mix. Okay, so now I'm mixing it. The next step, and it's very crucial here, a lot of people like to put it on the flour. Actually, I'm going to use it, and I'm going to put it in the yeast. I'm going to put 3 teaspoons of salt. And I think that's around 3. Okay, and I'm going to mix it once again. And the other one, I'm going to use 1 full teaspoon of sugar. Okay, so with that in mind, I'm just going to grab my sugar over here that I have saved here. And I'm going to do 1 teaspoon. So I'm going to drop it on the I'm going to drop it on the warm water. No, I'm just going to drop it on the flour, this one, and I'm just going to sprinkle it on the flour. Okay, guys? Okay, so I'm sprinkling on the flour. Okay? The next thing I'm going to do I'm gonna wait for the yeast to sit 5 minutes, okay? Because that's what it requires. The next thing I'm gonna put 3 tablespoons of oil. Okay, most people prefer olive oil. You know, I don't have that. You know, whatever you have in your kitchen. Once again, this is Dad's kitchen. You know,
Really cool.
okay. And Angie, can you wash your hands so that way you can help me out in here?
Yes.
Okay, and I'm gonna put the oil here because we're gonna use it later on. I'll tell you why. And then once again, this is one of the reasons that I learned here at Street Pizza. You know that little tricks here and there. So I'm gonna wait 5 minutes for the yeast to start. So with that in mind, let's cut this. Okay, cut it. Cut it. Stop it. Okay, so we're back after 5 minutes, you know, of putting the yeast to activate on warm water. We're gonna put it on our flour and we're gonna mix it, okay? I'm not gonna put everything right away. So now my helper, Angelina, she's gonna grab her hands and she's gonna start molding, mixing the
hands.
Mixing the flour. So come on, Angie. Make sure you mix it right, you know? Don't be ashamed to get dirty with your hands. Make sure all the flour is gonna get really sticky.
It's really sticky.
Make sure the flour goes around. And I'm gonna show you a trick of how, make the flour not so sticky at the end. So that way you can put all the flour, because it's gonna stick in your hands. So here, Angie, let me put a little more warm water with these. Okay, come on. That's pretty much it. So now Angelina is gonna mix that flour well, that dough, so that way it becomes a really nice little ball. And once she has all the flour, we're gonna put a little bit of oil so that way her hands stop sticking. So if Mino, can you focus on the plate here? Okay. See, come on, Angie. Make sure you start making that, putting it together in a little ball. Okay. So it's very sticky. I know it's very sticky, but I'm going to show you a trick.
If you guys have ever made slime, this feels like slime.
Yeah. So make sure you start becoming a little ball, and you want to make sure that you grab all the flour that is in there. Okay. So now here's the trick that I'm going to show you. I'm going to drop a little flour around here, and Angie's going to roll it with the flour, and it's gonna little by little that stickiness is gonna come off of your hands. Okay. So this is how we're doing the dough. Okay. Make sure you grab all the flour around the plate. Okay. So now make sure that the dough in your hands, Angie, starts coming up. So little by little starts coming out. So this is still sticking on your hands.
A little bit.
Okay, so I'm going to put a little oil.
Over here.
Okay, and then you can make sure you roll. And you want to make sure you mix it. You put your fingers in there, so that way all the ingredients get mixed. Okay, this is how we do simple pizza dough. Okay, once again, this recipe is not from Extreme Pizza, but I did learn a lot from them, so I'm very happy that I ever worked for them. So it's a shout out to Street Pizza. They have 3 locations here in El Paso, one in Yarborough, one in Zaragoza, and I think one in Horizon. And I think they're opening up another one pretty soon in Socorro, somewhere over there. So how are we doing, Angie?
Better. It's time to put on my dough over here.
Okay, so most of the dough with the little flour is coming out for your hands, right, Angie?
Yeah, look.
Okay, so it's not as sticky as you want it to be, but it's becoming better. Now, but here's another trick. You want to put a little flour too. Okay, so that way it's going to give it more texture on the dough. Okay. Okay, so here, this is what you want to do. Here, Angie. When you grab the dough, you make sure you want to fold it and keep going. Here, Mino needs to see. So you kind of start folding it like this. Mix it. You grab it. You kind of like push it, and little by little, this is going to become a a ball. Okay, so a lot of people they go like this,
That sounds like.
and you just go like this. Okay, if you feel like you need a little more oil, that's all right. You know,
If you need it, you need it.
until you get the nice consistency of the pizza dough. Okay, and this is pretty much how we do the little ball. Okay, so Angie's gonna continue doing that. Very simple to do your dough, delicious. You know, I recommend it. I know a lot of people like to go the easy way, you know, but in here, Dad's kitchen, that's when we do everything from scratch. Why? Because in reality, we don't have that much money. So we have to go with scratch. But scratch, that doesn't mean it's bad. It's actually better than
Bye.
buying. Okay? And it's a lot of fun with your kids. They love to do it. They learn something that they're always going to live in their lives. Maybe, you know, some people don't teach them how to cook, but then, you know, you're showing them a little valuable lesson. Okay, so let me finish this up for you, Angie. Now, the last part that we need to do is we're going
As you see, I don't have no more
Yeah.
that much dough.
The last part that we're going to do with the dough, we're going to let it rest for an hour. Okay? I'm going to put it in here. Actually, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of flour so that way it doesn't stick. Okay? And we're going to put in here. And we're going to put a kind of like semi-wet cloth on top of it. And we're going to put it on top of the oven, so in an hour, this is going to be already done. Okay? So thank you. I hope you guys like this short video on how to make pizza dough. The next video, part 2, is going to do how to make an easy pizza sauce without buying it from the store. But the ingredients were bought, but it's really good. I think you guys are going to like it. Okay, thank you. Have a great day.
Hope to
And don't
see you on the
forget-
next video.
Hope to see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like our channel. We really like you guys to enjoy our channel. Andy, any other comments? Any?
Give it a big thumbs up.
Okay, let's go and let's do part 2.